In the forest near the telescope, we met a modern-day hermit.
So see, I've finally gone high-tech. I've got a faucet installed. It really makes a difference, I have to say. I became very ill from radiation sickness in 1996, and I lost 50 pounds. I nearly died 3 times, and I became reactive to all the wireless radiation signals when all the cell phones went up. They went up in massive numbers in 1996, and I tried to do all kind of treatment. I moved. I lost my career. I was working as an architect in Honolulu. I had to be separated from my family and children. And finally, I heard about this in 2011. And as soon as I heard there was a place with no cell towers, I was here in 48 hours. Sometimes if I have really bad reactions to radiation, I actually sleep on the ground. I feel better on the ground. And there may be a science to this. They say the ground emits 7.83 hertz, and it's the natural rhythm for animals and humans. I also sleep in my car, which I instinctively did in the beginning, and I later learned that it acts like a partial Faraday cage. The metal keeps out a lot of the radiation.
This place in Green Bank is wonderful. It's not perfect, but I can go outside. I can see the trees, I can see the sky, I can see the stars. When I lived in the Faraday cage, I had to live in a box, and I only left the box when I wanted to go to the bathroom or to use a shower. Otherwise, I stayed in that box day and night.
In a cage?
In a Faraday cage.
How long?
A couple of years. Several years. I had a mattress, and I didn't have a place to stand up. I had to stay on the bed the entire time. My husband went grocery shopping. He cooked the food. He would bring and serve me the food. We'd open the door. He'd hand me the plate, and I'd eat inside the Faraday cage.
I've heard it also called as a supersense, that we just have this ability to, for whatever reason, feel these frequencies. It's a very legitimate illness, but at this point, I don't consider it a gift. I would give anything to give it back.
You're the refugee now.
Yes, I don't know what to call myself. This is brand new. And I just want people to know that this type of illness, and doctors, I really want them to hear that this is a legitimate illness. And it affects our lives tremendously. You have no idea. When you go home today after this interview, you have the luxury of going home to your familiar surroundings. You have that luxury to go back to your families. I haven't had that in 4.5 years. I haven't had any stability. And I just have to impress upon you how serious this is for those of us that are suffering. And I'm extremely grateful that there is a location here where I am no longer in pain, or whatever type of irreparable harm may be being done to my body will be either suspended or temporarily arrested.